YIC Yoga Instructors Course. Topic Raja Yoga Part 3. Raja Yoga is the path of willpower. From Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga, we have Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, and Pratyahara, which are Bahiranga Yoga. Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi, which are the classified under Antaranga Yoga. Bahiranga Yoga, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama. And Antaranga Yoga, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. In previous video, we discussed about Yama, Niyama. First stage Yama, don'ts. Second stage Niyama, do's. Let's come to the third stage Asana. Asana. Sthira, Sukham, Asanam. Asana is to stay in a position firmly with ease. That's how Patanjali defines it. The purpose of asana or yogasanas or physical postures is to use the body to gain health and the mastery over the mind. Yogasanas are practiced slowly and the positions are maintained for longer durations. By doing so, there is a reduction in the muscle tone. The main characteristics of this type of practice is deep relaxation. There is conversion of energy, reduction of rajasika temperament, and reduction of excessive speed of the mind, and it leads to stress release. This is the key factor of asana. Yogasanas work at much deeper level. They work at the brain level and mental level, at the every root of the problems, as most of the problems being at the mind level, the manomaya kosha. By doing yogasanas, one can gain mastery over mind's own desires, and this can lead us to overcome worries, anxieties, and tensions. Physical exercises merely burn out the calories, but do make you feel hungry all the time and make you gain weight in no time. But yogasanas reduce this craving for food and hungry by gaining mastery over the mind. There is the physical personality development and leads towards selfless and promotes of positive health and bliss. There are three stages in yogasanas: Sthira, Chara, and Sukha. Sthira, the first step is to make the asana more stable. There is a lot of effort involved and it should be done with full concentration and willpower. Once the desire and right position are achieved, the position is maintained without undesirable movements and bending of the body for a certain duration of the time. Slowly and steadily, the duration is increased to longer period of time. This is the first step, sthira. Then the second state, chara, which is featured by relaxation. Patanjali has given the trick as how to be study with relaxation in the form of a sutra. Prayatna Saitilya Ananta Samapatibhyam. Prayatna Saitilya Ananta Samapatibhyam. That is to withdraw oneself from the effort. That is the reason why the yoga instructor keeps telling repeatedly to relax the whole body and enjoy the pain with a smile on the face. One should keep saying to oneself, let me relax, let me relax, let me not become tense up, let me not get anxious while doing the asana. That is to one starts maintaining the asana effortlessly with relaxation for longer duration. The general tendency is that the mind starts wandering, which is against the whole objective of asanas. So, how does one overcome that? Patanjali gives it another trick. Prayatna Saitilya Ananta Samapati. That is to imagine the vast blue sky or infinite ocean and allow the mind to stay, to resonate, and to tune with the total infinite object. It keeps the mind dualities, above dualities. Tato dvandva anabhigataha. Tato dvandva anabhigataha. From the attainment of that perfected posture, there arises an unusable, unimpeded freedom from suffering due to the pairs of opposites, such as heat and cold, good and bad, or pain and pleasure. This brings the stability and the balance, samatva. So, yoga starts working from the physical level and moves towards subtler level, the mind. It starts from the body level and moves towards the muscular level. Then the breathing level and the mind or emotional level to maintain the balance and calmness of the mind. By so doing, one achieves the ideal state of body and mind. One achieves the ideal state of body and mind.